to go back to finish this up, as seeing it as a spiritual war, and anybody who's listened to my podcast knows that I'm an avid Toltec, the Toltec worldview. The four agreements are they're near and dear to me. And what one of the, I guess, metaphors that Don Miguel talks about, just in regard to life, is the track of love and the track of fear. And I think really everything comes down to that. But the irony here is, it seems like the information is very scary. So it's like, is this the track of fear? But I don't see it that way, because you have to face your fears. And like the whole like rainbows and unicorns stuff, it's like we can't ignore the problems that we're facing. And so yes, there's the track of love and the track of fear, but I think the track of love isn't this like hippie type of crap. It's like you have to actually address the problems, because love is strong, and love wants you to be fully healthy. And like, if you're avoiding that darkness, if you're avoiding the problems that we face as a society or on a personal level, then I think it just grows. When you avoid that, it just grows. And so when I hear people say things like, you're just trying to scare people, or like this stuff is like scary or overwhelming or whatever, it's like, I think it's actually the track of love. I see actually addressing the problems that we're facing is a act of love.
That's beautiful. I agree.
And it's something that
it's powerful. It is power. Read Wrinkle in Time. If you haven't read A Wrinkle in Time in a while, Madeleine L'Engle, 1970s. I read it in elementary school. I've read it again recently. Love wins. In the end, it's across like cosmic physics, time and space. Right. And the kid is trapped in IT. It's technocracy. And Meg, the sister, I'll give it away, but like love wins. I mean, that's the power. But we have to also risk being vulnerable. And exactly. That's not easy for people.
Exactly right. There's a book that Don Miguel wrote. It's probably one of my favorites, but I feel like it's one of those things where if you don't already kind of have a feel for that worldview, it's going to be too far out for a lot of people. But it's called Beyond Fear. And it implies that you have to acknowledge that you have fear in order to get beyond it. A lot of people, the four agreements is easy for them to pick up and read. It's like, oh, these are agreements that can help my life. And it's written in a way that's a lot easier for people to digest. But Beyond Fear can really hit people like viscerally. And it's like, you have to acknowledge that you have fear in order to get beyond it. Like, you can't fully like soak in the love that is all around us until you defeat the fear that's within. And then even once you've done that, then you look at your family or your community or, your country, and you want to solve the problems that are preventing love from being shared between people. And I don't know. I feel like I'm talking a little bit too much, but like you said, love wins. And at the same time, that love has to be strong, and it has to be willing to face fear. You don't want to live in fear, but love is something that is not afraid to face fear.
Yeah,